Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday night's Messages of Love from Above. Hope you've had a wonderful Friday day, or for those of you on the other side of the world, a Friday evening. Welcome to your Saturday. And I'm excited to see, as always, what beautiful messages Spirit has for us. Before we get started, I do want to send love out to the world. And any of you that would like to join me, I would, of course, greatly accept that. And I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now, in this moment. And whether you are watching this live or on replay, we can gather outside of space and time because this love energy is outside of space and time. So we bring it in, we allow it to drop down and fill us up, fill our hearts up till they're overflowing. And then that love overflows out to the world. Just circling the globe in a giant bubble of love to touch every single heart that's ready to open up more and more to the higher realms, to evolve more towards our higher self and where the earth is heading. We allow the love energy to do what it wants to do for the cause of the collective. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love in this moment that you're watching, for your heart, for your mind, your body, for a loved one, a situation, a relationship, whatever it may be, we send love to you right now as well. Just allow it to encompass you like a bubble. Take it in like a giant hug, a group hug from Spirit. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that and for allowing the space for that. Before we get into the readings, I do want to make sure everyone is aware I do one weekly drawing where I give away a personal recorded reading. And here's the video for next week. So I put out a video every Tuesday announcing the next Monday's drawing, what I'm giving away. And it's about commenting on that specific video. I have been celebrating the last 2 weeks for reaching 1,500 plus subscribers on YouTube. So thank you, a big thank you to all of you. Couldn't have done it without you, of course. So I've been giving away a little bit extra, which I will also for this following Monday, giving away the 1 hour personal recorded reading and 5 15-minute personal recorded readings. Been having a blast with those the last 2 weeks. So I'm excited, and I'll have in next week's announcement, I'm going to have a couple of extra giveaways, but I'll tell you more about that. So if you've subscribed, make sure to go into your notification settings and select all so you're notified of the giveaway videos when they come out, but also the winners, which is important. And then it tells you when I'm going to go live and also any new videos that I post. At midnight tonight, we'll be having the April 2023 readings for each individual zodiac sign. Can you believe it's a week away already? I can't believe it. Something else that we put out as far as readings, we put out a pick a card day before yesterday on where can you use light in your life. So if you haven't checked that one out, be sure to do that as well. All right, I think that's all the ones. I usually post like the monthly one and some other ones, but I'm just not in the click and paste mood right now. Of course, you can go to my playlist anytime and you have a list of all the videos that are out there. So we have all that. Let me go ahead and we're going to pop out the chat and look at my desktop all set up here so we can get into the readings this evening. And if you're new to my channel or to these readings, how it works is I do go down in order, first come, first serve, for the free readings, and there's no special list. The chat is the list. It's very convenient. And so if you don't want to put your business out there, you can ask for a general reading. Oh my gosh, wow, this is going to be fun tonight, right? A general reading, because Spirit knows what you want, and then we'll pull those. But if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that as an energy exchange. I prioritize those. I step out of the free readings, complete those. I go dive deeper into those. And then once I'm done, I bounce back in where I left off and continue going down the list. I'm on for about 2 hours normally. So I try to get through as many free readings as I can. No, there's no minimum for donations at all. I understand everyone. Great question, LA. I should probably add that into my spiel, because I know, different, prices across the world. Some like a penny, to someone could be, like $1 million to someone who $1 million can feel like a penny. And I know everyone's, finances change and fluctuate. That's why I offer free readings, because I know sometimes people can't at all. I put a lot of free content too. But any donation I take as an energy exchange. So thanks for asking that, LA. I'm going to try to remember to put that into my little, because I think that's important for people to know too. So I'm excited to get going. Sure, absolutely, Johnny. So you have a yes or no question. So we'll get down to there when we get down to yours. So we will start at the very, very top. And Candy World, you were the first to post your question. I am going to be using the Mystical Moments Tarot. It's a newer tarot deck, which I just love their imagery. And that's what I'll be using this weekend as well. So you want to know, Candy World, does he talk to other girls? And why does he follow so many of them? All right. Let's take a look here and see. And Spirit knows what you're meaning about talking to other girls. We got the Five of Cups here. Let me see. Why does he talk to all of them? Okay. So the Five of Cups, I feel like he does talk to other people, other girls, other people, but the Five of Cups is a transformation of emotional energies, and the three flowers that are in the water here, which is the emotional waters, right? These are the spilt cups. He's had a lot of, I don't know, just a lot of disappointments, a lot of pain and suffering. And we come down here to experience it. The Five of Cups tells us it's our permission card that we're like, yeah, you come down here to feel all these feelings, to experience all these emotions related to fear. And so it tells us that, it's okay. But once we're done feeling those, we have the Two of Cups, which is our power of emotional choice. I feel like when he talks to other people, other girls, it has to do with fear. It has to do with, and obviously there's this insecurity, this pain, this don't put all your eggs in one basket kind of feeling, that they're afraid that if they disconnect from everyone, that they will be alone, and there's this huge fear of really being alone. And I just feel that so strongly, that it's not, I don't feel like it's like sexual or a lot like that. I just feel there's going to be flirting, because it makes them feel good about themselves. But I don't feel like it's just like they need this connection, and they need to feel like they're crowded, because it makes them feel safe in a way, if that makes sense. Because we have the Star card here. When I asked why does he follow so many of them, the Aquarian energy here, the Star card is Aquarian energy. If they happen to be an Aquarius, then this will help. If they have a lot of Aquarius energy within them, Aquarian energy, and I'm an Aquarian sun. I have a ton of water in my chart though. But the Aquarius energy has this, um, I'm a friend to the world. And like I can have thousands of friends where I may not talk to them for years. And then I talk to them and it's like we just talked yesterday. And there's this connection to the world, to the collective, that it's just this, um, you can be a social butterfly and just know so many people, and everyone feels like your best friend, even though you don't talk to them for months and years, decades. It's just like you were never were apart. So if they have any type of Aquarian energy, if they happen to be an Aquarius, that would be make a lot of sense. Um, so I do feel like that's the draw. That's why they follow so many individuals, and I don't know if it's just women, but it's just a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And with this emotional Five of Cups, too, I feel like it has to do with, um, and I didn't mean to sigh so deep, but it felt that way. I kind of feel like their energy, it just feels like they didn't feel this love from their mother, and from, if they had sibling sisters, I just feel like they were so not nurtured that they just love this divine feminine energy that comes through connections. And I don't feel like again, I don't feel like it's overly sexual type of thing. I just feel it's the nurturing energy that they sense in most females, the divine feminine energy. So he's trying to feel that eventually with that Five of Cups, it'll transform and they'll realize that what they're looking for, they're going to find within themselves when they realize they have divine feminine energy within their own selves. So there is transformation that comes through all of this, but that's what they want you to know right now, Candy World. Hopefully that makes sense and resonates. But that's what they have for now. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. And Anya Ahuya, you'll be my next free reading, but I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Natasha. And you'd like a general reading? Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what the Spirit wants you to know right now. All right. So I do want those four, but they also want to give you a numerology guidance card here. So let's see what's coming through in there. All right. Boom. You got a manifestation card coming in. Very powerful pink energy. I love this high heart energy, card number 8. And I like this energy that I'm picking up from the card for you because it's, you know, you have a great amount of energy now. And there's all this Aries energy, all this new birth energy we have going on is aiding in that for you. But there's this beautiful, beautiful awareness that if what you're wanting to expand and grow aligns with your higher heart, which is what the pink is, that's the chakra color of our high heart, where green is our human heart connection, the pink is like the high heart. And if it's in alignment with that, you're going to manifest like a crazy person in a good way, a good crazy. And it says this card indicates a need to acknowledge the power of your mind and your ability to manifest your desires. You're being urged to familiarize yourself with the law of attraction and clarify your wants and needs, for you have entered a powerful cycle of divine manifestation. Provided that your dreams serve the greater good as well as the intentions of your soul, your higher heart, the universe will assist you in making them come true. By drawing this card, you're being reminded that successful manifestation requires more than just positive and wishful thinking. You must also surrender the outcome, I know, to the divine and detach from the results. Remember that the law of attraction works both ways. So pay attention to your doubts, your worries, and fears, and monitor any negative thoughts. Then focus predominantly on what you want rather than what you fear or don't want. We talk like that about that on this channel a lot with the like Ace of Wands energy. And so in order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are leading you toward a time of manifestation. By making peace with your life as it is today and appreciating what you already have, you will create the life you've always imagined. I like that. An affirmation for the card: I use my thoughts to make my dreams come true. And I like that. Let's see what tarot came in here for you. All right. And wow, you got 3 major arcana and a royal. So the Justice card here and the King of Swords so perfectly, almost the same message for you, because you have the Ace of Swords here, they have the Ace of Swords here, and this balancing the scales here are the balancing of the unconditional love with the fear. So what it was talking about in this manifestation card is realizing what is your higher truth, what is for the good, and what connects with your soul, and it allows you to cut away the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets. When it's talked about being aware of any negative thoughts or fearful thoughts, because that's really what negative thoughts are fearful thoughts. It allows you to cut them away, and it allows instead for things to grow, things to expand. I feel like you are called here to a little hermit's journey. You're called to take some time to step away. Temperance is patience. It takes time for things to unfold. Things will manifest, but the tempering, as you go inward and connect again to your higher self, your higher soul, your high heart, you start to turn, those base metals into gold, that whole going back and forth with the cups. It starts off with a base metal like bronze or something, and then as it converts and as things go back and forth, as things balance out, right? It starts turning to gold, and eventually it's like, it's gold, it's done, and that's when the manifestation comes. Allowing, like it said, big information in that manifestation card, just so much about what you focus on, releasing the outcomes, releasing the when and the how, and just allowing the universe to bring it. So a big time of manifestation for you, Natasha. So I really like that for you, and that is what they have for you right now. So again, a very powerful time of manifestation. So many blessings to you, and I can't wait to see what you manifest. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list for the free readings, and we have Anya Ohuya. You are up. Hello. And what next miracle is coming for you in the outside world? All right. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. Okay. Wow. So you do have the Ace of Swords here and the Page of Wands. So Ace of Swords, outside world miracle. This would be new communication coming in. And I feel like the Page of Wands feels to me like a old passion reignited. Like because page, like wands are our, our ambition, our drive, passions, our energies, and things like that. But since we specifically asked about the outside world, I just feel like it is an individual that is coming back into your life. The pages are like the number 11. If you're looking at like, playing cards, it goes 2 all the way up, or ace, really, ace all the way up to 10. And then we have the page, the knight, the queen, the king. So this is like this heightened, it's like it reached an end at some point, but now here's a new communication coming in from someone in the past, someone that has this connection. Passion can be, I mean, it can be romantic, of course, but passion can also be excitement, and it's like a friend who moved away, or best friend that you had a falling apart, or something along those lines. So this miracle that is coming is a new communication from something that's getting a reboot, and you're just like, I know, I thought that this was over. I thought I would never ever speak to this person again, whether it's a family member, ex, or a best friend, or whatever it is. But it feels miraculous, like you're just. It's almost like you bump into each other at a supermarket or something, where you come around the corner and you're face to face, and you're just like, you're both kind of in shock, because it's like there's no way that you'd ever thought you would bump in or see each other again, and here you are, and you both laugh because you just scared the poo caca out of each other, like startled one another, and it's that kind of thing. Like you're just like, hey, and then you have this bond that just reignites. So I like that for you, Anya. So many blessings to you. Keep us informed if you wish. You know, we like to be nosy. So that is what they have for you. You are very welcome, Natasha. All right, Mars, you are up next. So, how did he feel when he first met me? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? So when they first met you, you had the Five Pentacles here, and we have the Three of Wands. The Five of Pentacles, they're, I feel like when they first met you, they were in this feeling here, and this, and it had nothing to do with you. I know you're like, I want to know what they felt about me when they first met me, but this is very important to know, because they felt this abandonment, they felt this worthlessness, they felt this left behind, left out in the cold, feelings of lack, right? So they really felt like they were trapped in this feeling, and that they would never ever be able to feel any differently. But then the Three of Wands kicks in. This is beautiful. Wands energy is, you know, our drive, our ambition, our passion, our inspiration. But it also means that they feel like they could go a different direction than they ever thought they could before. Because I really feel, and I don't know how you did this, you know how you did it though. You showed them that there's no door. Like there's like an opening on the side or something, where they're not trapped in here. You just kind of showed them, and I kind of feel like it wasn't like an intentional sit down, let's have a chat about your feelings of low self-worth and entrapment and stuff. But I just feel like it was your energy. It's just this confidence that you kind of exude within you, the spark that you have, that it's just like someone with a very bright lantern in a dark dungeon, that you just walk down a hallway, and you just, because of who you are, it just shone brightly on their life, and they had this change of how they think that they could look at their lives. And so when they first met you, it's almost like they were like taken aback, you know, almost. Yeah, no, they're showing me like in a dungeon, like a vampire. When the sun first came, you know, when the light was coming, and they're used to the dark, and they're hissing their fangs, you know, and so that might have been, you might have picked that up in the beginning, like, why are they hissing inside? Because you pick up people's energy. So you're just like, what's going on here? This explains a lot about their, it's almost like the time that you've known them, that if you have just recently met them, you're going to see them transforming because of this energy. Um, It scares the crap out of them at times, but they're attracted to it, and they'll follow it, right? But that's the kind of energy that's coming in. Hopefully that makes sense. What is going on? I should check with what's going on with the planets today. Well, I know we got the eclipses coming in, so I know that's kind of impacting us. So that's what they have for you, Mars. So many blessings to you. Interesting, interesting. All right, and lovely Lovey, hello again. You are will be up next for the next free reading. I do have a donation, so I'm going to take care of that real here first. Encouraged by Aaron, thank you so much for your donation. And you want to know, will your mom be admitted to her school? All right, let's take a look here. Is your mom going to get admitted to her school? All right, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. Let's see what we got here. All right. Okay, yeah. So, sorry, conversations going on in here. So we had the 10 of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. So I really feel like I'm glad this came out first as like a yes, that this is they are, going to get into their school. The Tower card here, um, along with the Four of Cups, I like this combo because if this came out, I'd be like, oh my gosh, but this came out first, to let you know that there's going to be a change for them here, though, because the Tower card is something being removed out of their life on purpose for a purpose to make space and remove an obstacle for them to move in something more in alignment with their soul's purpose at this education school. So this could be that they change like something within the program that they were wanting to get into um, is blocked or doesn't unfold the way that they want it to, but it's because they're supposed to be nudged to go in a different direction that's more in alignment that maybe they didn't even know about. Like they were like, well, this is what I have to go in here and do this and this and this. But they're like, actually, there's this new program we're gonna put you in because that one's being phased out. And it's like, what? And but this one also has this. And they'll be like, what? No way. Because we have the Four of Cups, which is this kind of emotional stability. We like to see that, because very emotionally full here, but then, but they're still emotionally stable. So that means that it brings good news here. Because the Eight of Pentacles, which happens to be, by the way, a card that means higher education. So they will be admitted to the school, doing the work, going to have progress, going to have movement, very successful energy that comes in too. Just as a side note, that it's going to allow them to really show their skills and their abilities as well. So I really like that for your mom. I'm excited to see what is this that she's going to head off on. It's almost like the whatever school that they're getting into. It's like they might be choosing something that's um, like I want like the what's coming in my head is like nursing. So I'm gonna get in and I'm just gonna get the regular nursing degree or the training. And then they're like, well, we have with your experience and with your background, with this and that, and blah, blah, blah. There's this RN program or this PA program or something that you'll, be able to, um, it's still going to take the same amount of time. It's still the same amount of money because of this program. But you're going to come out with this higher degree and you'll be able to get higher pay and da 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 da. And secretly, maybe they wanted to be an RN and not just because nurses, my heart goes out to all of you nurses out there because I have been in many hospitals with many friends, and you guys go through a lot, and you never like teachers and nurses never get the praise and the money that they're worth. But cool. I don't know what an MPH degree is, so I apologize for my ignorance. I would Google it right now, but I don't want to make everyone wait. But I like that. So I do see. Oh, healthcare degree. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. So, totally, it's not me. I'm not the smart one in this relationship in comparison. But I love that. I love that. So, definitely perfect. I am loving that, Aaron. So, thumbs up from Spirit, definitely on that. So, I like it, Aaron. And that's what they have for you. And many blessings to you and your mama. And thank you again for your donation. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. I love it. Spirit is just hilarious. All right. So lovely, lovey. Hello, hello. You'd like a general energy reading on your sister Mersha. If that's, I apologize if that's not how you say it. And that looking too good for your brother and your stepmom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like, where are they going? They're all headed off on the party. Like, what's this party bus they're headed off onto, right? All right. Well, I feel like with your sister here, there is this hermit kind of. I feel like she's pulling back, and she's on this inner journey, which is great because spirit is guiding her, allowing her to see things. I like the Knight of Swords here, with in pursuit of higher truths, looking at things from a higher perspective, and really having this movement of thought and belief and mindset with this inner reflection. So I really feel, I mean, obviously, with everything going on in all of your guys' world, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that they're kind of just having like a wake up call around life and what are the perceptions of things. When people are ill or people are passing, it really is a like a big bucket of ice water thrown on you because it's like at first it startles us and our heart starts beating fast because we have this shock that comes in, but then as it starts to dissipate, we start really looking at our own lives and looking at our own mortality and looking at what's happening and what do I want to do with the rest of my days. I want to make the most of them. And what do I regret? What do I want to change? And what do I want to communicate to the world? I almost feel like they want to do some sort of autobiography if they haven't done one already, some sort of their life events and what they've learned in life. They just feel like they have to share their legacy of their knowledge and what they've learned and grasped. And that's kind of the energy I feel they're in right now, is just kind of like they're pulling back, but just see a lot of writing, a lot of documenting, a lot of reflection and thoughts or poetry, or I just see a lot of writing that's going on with them. So that's what I feel for your energy around your sister. That's there. um, yeah, and if you're wondering if she's scheduled to fly away soon, I think that was you were mentioning, is that your stepmom you're wondering? Because I felt like earlier when we pulled those cards, like she was already over there, or her spirit was, her higher self was definitely chatting and communicating, which maybe, that really helps too. I was thinking about that earlier today. It just popped into my head about, when the higher selves of people who are still here, when they come to us and they show us how happy and wonderful and excited and vibrant and everything that they are, it's like, well, you don't go away. I just stopped seeing you here, but you don't go away, and you actually will be by my side 24/7 when you've completely, step away out of the body. Our loved ones are right there with all of us. And what's great is that they can be with every single one of us all at the same time. They don't have to share, like, well, I've got 10 children. I can only spend a certain amount of time with each child. It's like, no, they can be with each and every single one of the children 100% of the time, 100% present. It's how powerful we are. It's can't even hardly grasp it with our brain on how powerful we are on the other side, about that we can be that way. So that is what I feel they have for you right now, lovely lovey. So good to see you. Hopefully that helps. All right, we'll continue moving down the list here, and we have Daisy. Congratulations. What? You got an A on your biology? Well, that's a surprise. I'm very glad for your success and that it made you feel happy. So high five from all of us to you. And then you want to know, what does Spirit want you to know for the last few weeks once your freshman year is over? So what do you get to experience the last few weeks after your freshman year is over, right? So you get a little break. Well, I thought the Chariot card was going to come out, and it sure did. So you've got the Death card here, which is like, of course, endings and new beginnings, this rebirth, which makes total sense, right? One semester's ending, one's beginning. There's this change, this wonderful feeling that you have, of course, around this. But the Chariot card is our power of choice card, and I feel like this has been like your journey. Not only have you been learning so much in actual school, but I feel like what your journey has been is all around your power of choice, right? Because the power of choice card says no matter what happens in the outside world, you're the one that gets to decide what story you put to it with your mind, what emotion you feel with your heart, and what energy you invest with your spirit and intentions. So I feel like one of the big things that you learned, and that you kind of go through this little reflective period, with that death and that rebirth, is you kind of look back and go, all right, these, I worried so much this entire year, and how much of it came to fruition? How much energy did I invest in worry and fear? And how much did it not happen? And how much with my focus, with my changing my mindset and deciding what I'm going to think, what I'm going to feel, what energy I'm going to invest, how it changed things. And I really like that for you. I feel like it is a wonderful reflective time for you, and it just continues forward. I think you just really grasp that piece is what they want you to focus on. So that's what they have for you, Daisy. So many, many blessings to you. I'm excited. Congratulations on your first semester. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, very good, Lovey. All right, so Eliza, you are up next, or Eliza. Hello, hello. And you want to know what's the true intention of this pat that you know, and their intentions towards you. Let's take a look here. What's going on with Pat? Wow, they've got just a lot going on here. So they've got the Queen of Swords represents like this balance between heart and mind. So they've kind of got some intentional mental intentions towards you, but also some heart ones that are in there. The Eight of Pentacles, I feel like they are, we've got also the Wheel of Fortune here. The combination of these two together just makes me feel like they want to be able to move forward in their life. They're wanting things to change. They're wanting things to just change from where they've been in their life to something different that they have before. The Eight of Pentacles represents doing a lot of work in the physical world and then wanting to move forward. It's like they move from an apprentice to a master. It feels like they want to prove that the work that they've done, that things are changing in their world. And it's weird. I just feel like they want to, use the relationship or use this interaction with you just to prove that they're different, if that makes sense. Like I'm not the person I was before. I'm making changes. I'm ending old things and starting new things. And I feel like I've transformed. And because the butterflies are really sticking out here, and I kind of feel like they're saying, I want to prove that I'm different and that I'm not the same person I was before. So if that makes sense to you, that's what's coming through. I just feel really like they want to show themselves and maybe you, if you guys knew each other before. But I feel it's more like I want to prove it to the world and to myself that I'm not the same person that I was. I have changed. So that's what's coming through, Elisa. So hopefully that makes sense to you. These readings are interesting this evening. So, but many blessings to you. Hang in there. Oh, he's a player. Well, you never know. Yeah. Feel like he's trying to prove that or trying to convince people that he's not who he was, right? Interesting. All right. Well, hang in there. At least you're not blind to it, right? All right. So Esther E., you'll be the next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Bree. And you want to know, will Raj and you go beyond friends with benefits? All right. Let's take a look here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Be very, very careful. if you're able to get pregnant, be very careful. I don't mean to scare you, but the Empress card is about new birth and about, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. That's a baby right there. Four of Cups does show, it's emotional stability. And usually there's like 3 cups down below and 1 cup being offered, which the 3 cups are the same old that we've had before. But the 4th cup is something higher. It's offering a higher love. And this is about new birth, a new harvest, sensuality, feeling just free. So I don't feel, she's like Mother Nature, where she doesn't have a whole lot of rules. She doesn't have a whole lot of, demands and that type of thing. And I almost feel like as long as it's just free flowing and, you're offering them, the experience, I don't feel like that there would be, it feels solid as it is, if that makes sense. Like with the 4 of Cups, it's emotional stability, and it's like, hey, everything's fine. What I'm feeling is, and there's this old saying. Well, if you're enjoying it, but there's an old saying. What is it? If you give the milk away for free, they'll never buy the cow. And that's what they're telling me in my head with that 4 of Cups. It's like everything is great. They have the best of both worlds, right? And it's like, why would it need to go beyond friends with benefits? Because they're okay with it, right? I feel like they're not, they're getting enough emotional connection for what they want, within it, that they're okay with things are they are, and they'll continue to go that way. And I don't feel like they are searching for anything more than that, and they're okay with it. They're like, this is great. I like it. I enjoy it. But you can ask it for you. Is it worth it to you to keep going? Is it giving you what you want? If you're like, no, I want more, then I would decide how long you want to keep this going, until you just go, hey, are you going to want anything other than friends with benefits? And if they're like, no, you're like, okay, well, we're withdrawing to just friends. And they're like, oh no. But That's what I feel is you get to decide when you're uh, when you're done with it, you know. So I like it. Yeah. So uh, that is what they have. Many blessings to you. Much love to you, Bree. Enjoy your adventure. And thank you again for your donation. All right. So Esther E, we left off with you for the free readings and like a general reading. Let's see what Spirit has here for you. All right. So you do have the Eight of Cups here, which is about leaving behind emotions that no longer serve you. And so you're on this pathway, leaving some, I feel like it's relationships or, in relationships can be friends or family or whatever. There's just some situations, emotions, but it's emotional relationships. They keep on bringing it back that it is like individuals that no longer deserve your attention or you've learned what you've needed from them and now you're just dumping energy into a black hole that you could use for something different here. And you have the Page of Swords, which is new communication, new moving forward. And I like this. The Nine of Cups, which is after the Eight of Cups, which is where you're headed, is known as a wish fulfillment card. And look at this. Got the little dandelion, which, of course, this is known in many places across the world that you make a wish before you blow on this, and it sends your wishes off. And I feel like this is what is happening right now is you're realizing just some areas of your life that you don't need to invest energy in anymore, and you're going to use that energy to move you more towards what you're wanting, what your dream is instead. So I feel like you're realizing your interactions with some people don't match up to what you want, and so you're ready to make some of this transition and this movement forward. So that's what they have for you right now, Esther E. So many blessings to you. And rose flower, the beautiful yellow rose flower. Hello, hello. You want to know, will your daughter get into medical school? All right. A couple people getting into different medical degrees and medical places. I like it. She is going to get into medical school, just not the way that she expects and the way that she's wanting to do it. Because we've got the Devil card and the Queen of Swords. Both of these challenge our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets on how, like, everything that we've been fed our entire lives. The Saturn energy here, the Capricorn energy, just shakes our world, makes us think of things, makes us look at things, and it changes like the direction that changes our approach to things. The web that we have weaved, it's like we take it down and we readjust it. Charlotte's Web is coming up here for me, if that was a favorite story or has anything to do with it. But it's about doing things out of the ordinary. That's what Charlotte, the magical spider, they attracted attention in different way that was unique to them. And I feel like there's this adjustment on where she wants to go and what she wants to do. Part of this has to do with the Four of Pentacles, which is our change of where we're looking at for our worth, because there's this the Four Pentacles teaches us that we're taught to define ourselves, our self-worth, by the outside world, right? By relationships, by situations like education and job and career, and things, our bodies, our bank accounts, etc. And I feel like there's this, whatever this change is, there's something coming in that just kind of rattles her world a little bit, that allows her to see, what is it that I want? There's a lot of stuff that I feel she's been given through various places throughout her life, that this, I feel like she'll still end up like in medical school and going to medical school, but I feel like what she was going to do, because out of kind of, I mean, it's always fear of losing conditional love. We're afraid to disappoint, or we want to live up to this idea that we've been given, through, like I said, various things all throughout our life, from parents and teachers and, uh, movies and books and everything else. We're like, oh, I'm going to be this. Like, I want to be a brain surgeon, and I'm going to do this because look at the respect they get. Look at this, look at this, look at this. And they realize something just shakes them where they're like, I don't want to do that. I see the reason. It's like she's really getting in tune with her why, with this Four of Pentacles, where it's like, why do I want to, be an expert in that? Why do I want that to be, the path I go down, when really I want to be a pediatrician, or I want to, do something like this. And I feel like this is what kind of evolves and changes. So this openness, getting into her why of why she wants to go to a particular school, a particular thing, which makes sense. Like if she wants to be a brain surgeon, just what's being dumped into my head, that this school would be the best place to go to be a brain surgeon. So that's what I'm going to try to get into. But it's like when she changes and when it's like really sees like, I want to be a pediatrician, this is the school that's the best one to go for being a for pediatrics. And so there's this kind of, I feel, happening. But that's what's coming through Roseflower. She gets in. It's just I feel like she's switching destinations a little bit. So that's what they have, Rose. Many blessings to you, Roseflower. All right, LA, you are up next. So you'd like an energy read on your ex-best friend, Kathleen, Gemini. All right, let's see what's going on with Kathleen. What does Spirit want you to know that's going on with Kathleen here? So the combination of this, I kind of feel like, if she's on your mind, I feel like you're on her mind too. This Ace of Swords, I feel like there's this key, there's unlocking things. I almost feel like you're going to have some new communication coming from them, like they're going to reach out to you. It's been taking a while. The Knight of Pentacles is like the slowest moving knight out of them all. But I kind of just feel like there's this communication new communication coming in between you two. If you were wondering, should I reach out to them? Do it. If you're like waiting for them to communicate with you, they will. And even with the swords being air, which is Gemini, definitely is here too. So I feel like they will reach out to you in time here. So I feel like, you're on each other's minds for a reason. And that's what they want you to know. Wow. Boom, boom, short and sweet, but that's what's going on. So that's what they have for you, LA. So many blessings to you. You are very welcome, Roseflower. All right, Sagittarius 21. You want to know what are Kenneth's next actions towards you? Let's take a look here. So, this Three of Cups, this can represent like joy and celebration. And the Four of Pentacles is a very solid foundation in the outside world. I just feel like their next actions I just kind of feel like they have this stable world in the outside world, and they're in for life right now to have fun. And of course, Sagittarius is a perfect person to have fun with because, your fun energy too. I just feel like they're enjoying it, and they just kind of feel satisfied with where they're at. These locks here show me that it's locked in place. They like where things are right now. And I think that they like to have fun, but I think everything else is just, it feels, I don't want to say stuck, but it feels like sliding off my chair here. Yeah, he's sliding off his chair. He's not, he's very solid. in just what he's enjoying his life, enjoying what's going on. So kind of energy coming in here, they're just like, hey, I'm having fun. Boom. They don't feel like they need to do anything extra above and beyond, if they hang out with you here and there for fun, and that's what they want right now. So kind of interesting energy there, Sagittarius, but that's what's coming through. Very, very just eh. There's not like a whole lot of big long story behind it all. They're just like boring. So that's what's coming through. So hopefully that helps a little bit. So many blessings to you. I know what's going on. All right, Christy O'Connor. Hello. Hey there. You absolutely can get a general. So let's take a look here and see what's going on here. All right. Well, I like this peace of mind coming in here. Just, sleeping. Very nice. This beautiful new moon energy from Aries is kind of seeping in here with this all, but it is about, here's the Ace of Swords you have in your hand. You're cutting away some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. I feel like peace of mind is really settling in for you right now. And with this Knight of Cups, I feel like you are really opening up to letting go of expectations of, what your life is supposed to be, who you're supposed to be. I feel like you've been really working on that, which is what the four of, that's why, we have peace of mind, is we're cutting away a lot of expectations and fears we have of losing conditional love. And I mean, literally, this is like, looks like a guitar. Your heart is a guitar. You're not making your heart sing, but you're singing with your heart. Literally here, you're playing your heart. The Knight of Cups is, of course, they pursue after what is going to make your heart feel full and your heart sing. And I feel like you're in this journey of figuring that out. Piece by piece, you've been getting rid of these supposed tos and these shoulds and these need tos and these have tos. How you've been giving yourself away for a very long time, and allowing everyone else to have like their dreams come true, and you're helping their dreams come true. What they're showing me in my head is like someone who works for a company that works 80 hours a week, and you make their profits really good, and you get a raise here and there, but you're making their profits more, and you're not reaping the benefits of it. You're not feeling whole and complete. But then you strike out on your own to become an entrepreneur, and then boom, all the profit is yours instead of you having to, feed yourself last. And because you're having this overflow in your life, that it helps other people because you know how it was, and you're very generous with what you give, but you're allowing yourself to be full first. So this is the kind of energy that I feel is going on for you right now. And that's what they want you to know, that you deserve to get the love and the attention and the energy and the time and everything else that you've invested in so many people. It is time for you. It's time for Christy, which I like. So that's what they want right now for you in this moment. So that is what they have. Many blessings to you, Christy. All right. And thank you so much for your donation, Roseflower. Did you have another question, or is that just saying thank you on there? In either case, thank you so much for the donation. I greatly appreciate that. If you do have an additional question, pop it down and I will prioritize that. So thank you. All right. So, Rhonda, you would like a spinal message about love. You probably mean spiritual message. I know. Wouldn't that be interesting? You want a spinal message? We're going to tap your spine and let's take a look and see what is going on. We're going to go through the spine to get to your heart. Boom, boom. Let's see what Spirit has for you here. Yeah. So here we go. We got the Emperor stepping up here. And I do like this for you because you have the Seven of Cups. You know, the emotional confusion I feel is really starting to clear up because the Emperor here is like you taking control over your love, over your heart, right? Because you have all these people that are bringing you all these opinions about what love should be, who you should be with, who you're supposed to be with, blah, 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 blah. But there comes a time when the Emperor kicks everyone out of the throne room because they make the decision on what they want, not what they think everyone else wants them to want, or what does that person want. Like they get to decide, what is it that I want out of love? And what do I think I'm going to get out of it? And so there's this clarity that comes in because I just feel like, it's been all these choices of what is my true heart's wish around love. And this is, you're getting clarity around what you are wanting in life. But it's like asking yourself, what is it that I think I will get out of love? If you have a particular person in mind, you can ask yourself, what do I feel receiving love from them will do for me that I can't do for myself? And sit with that. Because I feel like that's the question they want you to kind of reflect upon. So because there's awareness that comes from that, there's some beliefs that bubble up from the unconscious when we really ask ourselves that question. So I like that for you, Rhonda. We'll see what happens. So that's what they have right now. Thank you so much, Rose. I really appreciate. Thank you for tipping me. All right. Self-love, you are up next. Much love to you, Rhonda. So you would like a love reading, self-love. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now regarding love? Let me just refresh these real quick. All right, there we are. Well, yeah, so these two cards coming in together, the Fool card represents like it's the first card, it's the 0 in the major arcana, which represents a new adventure free of a lot of rules and expectations and supposed to's and shoulds and need to's. So usually it's kind of referred to as like a newborn baby almost, where we first come down here and we feel the world is our oyster. We feel like we could do anything and accomplish anything until we start getting all these rules and opinions from everyone else that bogs us down, right? Well, that's what the Four of Swords does too. I was just talking about this, how, the Ace of Swords here, brings us peace of mind. It allows us to cut away expectations. The Three of Swords, the card right before this, is the heartbreak card, is the disappointment card. And whenever we have all those long list of rules of supposed to's and shoulds and need to's around our lovability, it is what brings us all that disappointment. It makes us feel like we are a disappointment. We're disappointed in other people for not living up to doing what we think they're supposed to do. People are disappointed with us for us not doing what they think we're supposed to do. Blah, 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 right? So I feel like with the love reading, they're saying that this is such an important piece of your journey, is to try to let go as many expectations as you can, because when you do so, there's this whole new beautiful path that opens up, that's an adventure of love for you, unlike anything you've had before. Very free flowing, a lot less disappointing. And I like that for you. So that's what they are nudging you to right now, self-love. So I like it as we whittle away. I almost sound like Emma Fudd. Whittling away all of our ways of love. So that is what they have. There's weird energy tonight. What is happening? What is in this tea? All right. So Stella, you are up next, and you want to have a career reading for your life. You want to be independent of material things. but will you be able to achieve that much success? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know around your... All right. I knew it was a lot of cards, but I wanted to see them anyway. But they're like, put them back in there. What are you doing? All right. Sorry for the loud noise there. All right. So let's take a look here. Okay. What does Spirit want you to know around your career? Yeah, you've got this balancing coming in here. The Two of Pentacles has this, bringing the higher down into the lower, balancing your outside world, really being able to accomplish things. So I feel like it just requires this way of looking at life in a different way. The infinity symbol here shows cycles of life, and it shows us the ebb and flow, and how, just 1 minute something's here and the next minute it's gone, and then something comes back and it goes. I just feel like it's this, it's almost like a roller coaster, right? But it's like this cycle that happens in our life. And being independent with material things, when we're looking at what success means, that's what I feel has to balance in your outside world. It's understanding, it's kind of the as above, as below, with this character up here standing on the, see if I can get it to focus at all. Come on. Anyway, okay, there we go. So we see how the little ball is up and below, up and below. And it's this, I feel like Spirit is just really zeroing in on what does success mean. And we have these ideas of what we're told success is supposed to mean. But from a higher standpoint, a heavenly standpoint, what does success mean for you? And I feel like this is the journey that, understanding why you want that, being material independent, what's the why behind it? Is there a fear of the future? Is there fear of not having enough? What's underneath it? I feel like that's the important thing that they want you to be aware of, because you do have the ability here with the Seven of Wands. You have the strength to make things happen. You have the energy to stand up and stand out. And so there is this, I mean, literally like up on a hill, it's like you're seeing from a distance. The Seven of Wands normally will have someone like on a hill that's bright and shining, and other people are trying to bust them down because they don't, they feel low about themselves, and they are like, why should you be successful? Come back down here and be, miserable with the rest of us. And because they feel low about themselves. So I don't know if there's some fears around being attacked about what people in your family or whatever that they would demand of you, like if you win Powerball and all these people come out of the woodwork to try to want some of your success, what's going on with all that? What's this, story? But I feel like they're wanting you to look into that the fears that are bubbling down yonder, and what is the draw behind having this material success? Is there a fear there? So that's what they want for you right now, Stella. I know, can't they just answer the question? But they do tell you what is best for you right now, and so they're trying to help. Really, I think they are. But many blessings to you. So that is what they have going on. So the next free reading will be Love Within. I do have a couple donations. Thank you so much, Be Intuitive. And let me just take a look here. I had another one come in before you. All right. So for Renee. So Renee is up, and then you will be up next, Be Intuitive. So Renee, hey, I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well as well. All right. So you want to know, how would it be working for that company? How would, oh, okay, well, how would they view you or treat you? All right, let's take a look here and see what spirit would want you to know around the experience that you would have. All right. Anything else? Nope. All right. Well, you would. I know. Uh-oh. When bruddaZEN laughs his evil laugh, what does that mean? Ace of Pentacles represents, it is a new opportunity. You would learn a lot. The Knight of Swords shows, this um, increase in knowledge, increase in awareness, but it also really teaches you about your power of choice in there as well. The energy, the reason I kind of, chuckled is because it just feels like, with the combination of these two, you have the Knight of Swords, which is movement, and the Chariot, which is about a lot of movement. Things would move fast. It'd be very fast moving. Um, and with this Knight of Swords, it's like the situation would teach you a lot about your power of choice, which means that you would be presented with a lot of situations where it's like we're taught that when someone acts this way and does this way and blah, 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 we're taught I'm supposed to be upset with this, right? I'm supposed to feel this way. I'm supposed to invest this kind of energy. So I feel like it would be a very challenging classroom. But on the other side of it, you would really be in such a place where um, people would be like, how can you be so calm around these types of things happening? You're like, well, let me tell you, I worked for this individual and I really learned a lot about myself, and that I get to choose what story I put to something, what emotion I put to something, what energy I invest, regardless of what the popular opinion is, to be around something. It's like, um, so I feel like they would really, it feels very much like Devil, Saturn, Capricorn energy, where it's like you would really have a lot of work that would happen with shaking and rattling some of your beliefs. But at the end of it, because you put in the work and because you move past, and you're able to really learn to, I'm the one that chooses my thoughts, my emotions, and my energy, that you have this huge reward on the other side of it. That's what Saturn does. And I kind of feel like that's the kind of energy that's coming through here. Um, so it's like it offers you, it goes, it's like life offers you this. You can do all this and then you get this. Do you want to do all this? And you're just like, I don't know, but that's up to you, right? So at least you have some information there, and that's what they have for you. So many blessings. Thank you again for your donation, Renee. Hang in there. I know I'm like, are you ready for a challenge? You always are, but are you ready for one now? All right. So many blessings to you. All right, be intuitive. Thank you so much for your patience. You're up next. So why is it so hard for you and Rahim to leave each other alone? Okay. Let's take a look here and see what the spirit want to shed light on this here. Okay. Let's see here. So we've got... Yeah, I thought so. I was going to say, if Six of Cups comes up, then it's like has to do with past life connections, and you definitely got we got the Six of Cups. So there is this past life type of connection, and you might even have noticed it like when you first met each other, that you're just like, I feel like I know you from somewhere. It's like running in to like an old friend or an old acquaintance, and you know um, the Ten of Swords here, it feels like, sometimes we have what's can be twin flamey type of energy where there's someone that comes into our life that, you can't stay away from, like you can't stay away from each other. It almost feels like you have this tie, and even though you want to kill one another, it's also very passionate. It's like these extremes. Like they don't let you get get away with anything, and you don't let them get away with anything. You these mirrors that you just can't. It's like I can't help but looking in it, but I want to get away from it because I don't want to see this right now. And they're like, "Oh, you're going to see it, all right." And you're just like, "No," but it happens for you. This is what the Ten of Swords is bringing in, is that there's these um, uh, fears of losing conditional love, all these thoughts and these beliefs and mindsets, and they're just forcing you to look at them, and it's like they're poking your brain, right? But the Ten of Swords is good. It's almost like you're to the point of exhaustion where you're ready to let a lot of the stuff go that they're showing you and bringing up to you, because this eight of, the thing they show you is the cage that you have yourself in, right? They show you, all these tens of swords. They're actually the bars in the cage, and these beliefs and these mindsets that you're ready to release and let go. Because the eight of swords is this it's like you are realizing what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have made you feel blinded and bound and trapped, and it's allowing you to be free from it. And tons of passion, tons and tons of passion, 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 passion. That's there. Um, so advice, right? We, of course, it's like, any advice from spirit? Well, yeah, always, always, always. So you have two major arcana here for your advice, and the Hermit, which is making sure you're taking time for you and your inner journey. Here's your higher self. Your higher self is guiding you on your inner path. And here's your human self with your higher self. It's this drawing in, spending time, connecting to the spirit world, because what Rahim is doing for you, what you're doing for Rahim, is kind of shoving each other into your own heart, right? And perfect. So just keep doing that. Keep there. You're pushing each other into your heart to where you turn inward and upward, because that's what you kind of agreed to do. I don't know if you've checked out I have a pick a card that Spirit talked about, messages from your soulmate, your soul partner, and your twin flame. So this is for anyone that is curious. Boom. So that's the video for it. But I did not know the difference between like what a soul partner was versus a soulmate and a twin flame, but it came through in there. But it definitely, that's what twin flames do for each other, right? Is they just really make each other shoved, into the heart and upward by, really showing so much about each other's lives, just huge mirrors for each other. So I like that. I just feel, yeah, check out that twin flame. Actually, just listen to the beginning part talks about the difference between the three. And then you can, if you want to listen to it, it's not too long anyway, but it'll tell you the difference between a soulmate, a soul partner, and a twin flame. And we don't normally have a lot of twin flames in our lives, because it's like going into a master's class where you're on an accelerated program of facing stuff, right? and and so we don't always choose that every lifetime, because some lifetimes we want to have fun. And people think, we have this idea, oh, my twin flame is just someone that I'm going to like be so, it's so calm and peaceful and beautiful. It's like heaven on earth. It's like angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other. It's more, like that, going on. So I like it. but that is what they have for you right now, Be Intuitive. So hopefully that helped. And be sure to check out that pick a card if it resonates for you. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. All right. You are very welcome. And I do have another donation, and this is for Heart Sense. Thank you so much. And just what to be aware of for the month of April. So let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit want you to know for the month of April. Okay, they actually want me to start with a Soul's Journey card here from Mr. Von Prague. So let's take a look here and see what message comes through here. What do you need to know for April? Okay. Wow. You got two cards. You got success and gratitude. Boom. I'm liking that for April. And let's see what messages come in here for you with these. I like it. Let's start off with success. And success says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And success can mean many things to the ego self, but the soul only knows one triumph, and that is to love. I know, right? When your soul is no longer manifested in the physical dimension, it is a time of reflection on how successful it was with that endeavor. The soul doesn't care how big your house was, or how nice your car was, or how many bank accounts you had. The soul only cares about how you experienced love and expressed love and compassion. In the infinite wisdom of the universe, the more love you demonstrate, the more you'll receive, and even your ego's definition of success is altered. Your notion of how you would be perceived as successful will change. The material things that you thought would make you happy will not have the same appeal. All right. Wow, there's this transformation of what success means, even in the ego human side of us. And the gratitude says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And this soulful card is telling you that it is time to stop, close your eyes, and become mindful of the incredible gift the universe has bestowed upon you in offering valuable and unique lessons, tailored especially for your soul. This is an important reminder to express your appreciation for what has been, what will be, and most important, who you are. It is time to acknowledge to the universe how thankful you are for being provided these opportunities for insights and understanding. It's also a time for your soul to share recognition of all those loved ones in your life, upon the earth or in spirit, who have helped form who you are now. You may even find it helpful to begin to write a list of all the things that you're grateful for in your life. And when you put forth the contemplation and the energy to do this, it awakens thoughts that acknowledge your connection to all that is. And by bringing yourself into a state of gratitude, it not only has a transforming effect on the energy in the sacred space surrounding you, but also brings about an overall sense of health and well-being. Boom. I like it. And let me just, they wanted to pull a couple tarot here as well around this, but wow, I'm liking it. Like, you're like, no, don't pull any tarot, don't ruin it. Let's leave it as it is. Okay, no, it's just a confirmation of everything here, because you do have new opportunities that are coming forth in April with the Page of Pentacles. So I really like that, and it is the 10 of Cups, emotional overflowing and fulfillment, just unfurling. So you're filling up and overflowing. Beautiful balancing that's coming in the outside world. The Two of Pentacles, it's like sometimes I'll switch the card to where it's as above, so below. It's bringing heaven to earth and allowing this beautiful flow of realizing we're so much more than this human character we're playing, but we're this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who's made of unconditional love. And I just feel like there's this, it almost feels almost to the point of heaven on earth moments, right? And we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So that's why I'm like, nope, we didn't ruin it with the tarot. The Nine of Pentacles is you finding your wholeness and your completeness from within with spirit. Here's spirit on your finger here. So you're finding this wholeness from within that just fills up and overflows. And that's kind of what the Ten of Cups does too. It's like the Nine of Cups. You find your emotional fulfillment, you fill up, and everything flows out to the world. Well, I feel like you find your success and your abundance here. You fill up, and the King of Pentacles is about abundance in the outside world. So if there's any month to play Powerball, maybe this is the month. I don't know. But it feels very, very, oh my gosh, just abundant and overflowing coming in here. So I like it for you, Heart Sense. I mean, what's not to like, right? I mean, I don't have anything else. They just really, I almost feel like anything else would, you know, feel like it's would take away from it. It's like trying to describe a beautiful sunset or a beautiful rainbow. It's just like, what can you say but just stand there in awe of it? It just feels that way. So I like that for you, Heart Sense. I'm excited for you. So I can't wait for April. Come on, April. But that's what they have for you right now. So I feel like it's just focusing, like it said, on the gratitude and all those things that mentioned in those cards. I love that you can just, I almost want to put it on, like, loop it, listen to that over and over again, and just let it sink in, those messages that were in those two cards about success and gratitude, because I mean, I love those for you. I just want to put them up again in case you want to screenshot them for your vision board or something. Let me try to get my fingers out of here. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Yes, you are very welcome, and thank you so much for your generous donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, and always victory. Thank you for your donation. And will your movers, you movers, Al, be reliable? Okay, let's take a look here. See what Spirit wants you to know about the movers. Uh-oh. I like it. We've got the Hierophant and we've got the Star card. The Star card, of course, is dreams come true. Hope, the Hope card. So it's a positive card here. The Hierophant is about, it is this oh yeah, just if you paid real close attention to the contract, the Hierophant normally can be, it's contractual, it's like marriage and contracts and knowledge and things like that. So I really feel like it's just pay real close attention to what you're signing, making sure that you're not signing wavering away things. But the Star card is showing success and everything like that. Oh, there's no contract. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, you know, contract. So, uh, yeah. So I would say, uh, I mean, I would just take that the way you're going to take it, right? So if they're not there Monday, uh, yeah. And I feel like it's important, um, like what the agreement is, right? Because I just feel like, it's hopeful something with the contract, is really standing out. Because usually with moving companies, it's important to have these agreements where if they break anything, they have to pay for it, right? And if they're like, oh no, I never said anything like that. We didn't have any agreement on that. You have to take me to court, or whatever. It's like, do you care if anything gets broken? Do you, you know, um, sure, absolutely. They're reminding me of when I originally moved here to northern Idaho to be near my family for a couple of years. I Yeah, um, I sent like money to reserve an apartment, and they were supposed to send a contract, a lease to sign, and all this stuff, and I wasn't hearing back. Their voicemail was full. I wasn't getting any responses and stuff, and I was like, and even the certified check I sent, it was non-deliverable at the office of the apartment, and it was sitting at the post office, and they tried to redeliver it a couple times, but no one was ever in the office. And I was like, kind of like this, I was like, I need to know if I have somewhere to live when I move up there. And so I ended up leasing a different apartment. And when I was at the leasing office um, of the new apartment, I got a phone call from the individuals of the people that weren't responding, going, "Hey, we're just making sure that you're going to come today to pick up the key and move in." And I'm like, "I haven't heard back from you and got no responses, and you didn't respond to any of my emails and all this stuff." So I had to find other arrangements. So that's what they have here. Well, you still have the sun card here, which is all about brightness and enjoyment and all of that coming in here. So it feels with the star card and the sun card that it works out fine. Um, you might just if they're not responding to your texts, just yeah, try texting them. At least texts go through. I couldn't even leave a voicemail, you know, because the voicemail was full in their office. It was funny. Um, yeah, you can tell them, hey, if I don't hear back from you, I'm going to make other plans. And they'll be like, hey, we're here, we're here. uh, I think that, do what you want to do, um, but I kind of feel like sometimes if you just say, hey, I haven't heard back from you. I need to know, if I don't hear back from you by, the end of today, um, I need to make other plans. I'm going to make other plans. And if they're just like, oh, wait, see what happens. But it feels like everything works out fine with that star and the sun card. But sometimes we have to play the game sometimes, right? Too funny. Well, happy moving. I know that's always a fun time. So hang in there, and thanks again for your donation. Oh, wow. Always fun, right? All right. So I think that was it for my donation. So we'll go back and let me see where I left off here. All right. I think I left off with love within. Does that sound right? Love within? Are you still here? You're like, if I already did your general reading, you're going to get another one because I can't remember. I clicked away and it lost my place, but I think I left off with you. So, love within. What would you like love within to know? Or what else would you like love within to know? Maybe you needed 2 readings. Okay. Wow. I feel like these 2 cards came out before for someone, but the Hermit card, of course, is this time of turning inward, looking at within yourself, allowing spirit to guide you, right? It's the inner journey. Doesn't mean that you have to be a total hermit, but it's important for you to take time to reflect, because I feel like with the 7 of Cups, there's just some emotional, I wouldn't say confusion. I don't feel like that for you, although this can mean that. But it's like there's just a lot of choices to be made emotionally coming up. And it's important just to kind of take a step back and consult the spirit world, right? Because this little star here that is at the end of this fish hook here, see if it'll focus in clear enough here. There it is. That's your higher self. That's the spirit world. And they do want to guide you and will help you, you know, with that. And I kind of feel like if you've been drawn lately to communicate with ancestors or you know, people that were in your life that have gone to the other side, I just feel like that these stars represent like that there's, you know, spirit that want to communicate with you from the other side, and that it takes you kind of taking this step into quietness, into solitude, to get away from all the noise, turning down the fear noise, and raising your vibration to that of the spirit world, so that they will, you know, that you can hear clearly with them, which is raising it to unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter and gratitude. That's more the frequency at which spirit speaks. The loud noise of fear and chaos, it makes it very hard to hear it. But if we turn down that, step away from the chaos and raise our vibration, I feel like there's some significant messages that they do want to bring through for you, to you. So I like that for you, love within. That's what they want you to know right now. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hey, Johnny Blake. All right. So let me just, woo, grabbing the whole screens here. There we go. All right. Well, good. I'm glad I didn't skip you then. Kamlesh. Nope, you're still a few more down here, Kamlesh. So we're almost to you there. So Johnny Blake, yes or no question. So let's take a look here. I like that. Can you ask a yes or no question? Yes. That's your answer for your yes or no question. Let's see what Spirit has for you here. All right. So for Johnny Blake, all right. So you have the Moon card coming in here, and the Moon card is about the unknown, the mysteries. And I feel for you, this is a no, because there's some unknowns that, some hidden things that you're not aware of. And so for now, the answer, it's like no. And that's what I kind of feel like, you know, it's almost, I have this energy of like someone's pushing you for a yes, and like, I need to know yes or no right now, and you're like, well, the answer is no, and they're like, well, wait a minute, because they want you to say yes, like, oh, take your time, I'm sorry, here, let me just back off. So I feel like the answer for right now is a no. So that's what they have for you, Johnny. And so many blessings to you. All right. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Let me just make sure here. All right, continue moving down the list. And so Petra, hello. And so okay, well, what do you need to know at this time? Let's take a look here from Spirit. What does Spirit want you to know right now? I got 2 major arcana here. So this is significant time for you. And so important decision-making time. Um, the Chariot card is the Power of Choice card. It is about movement and victory, but it also is really reinforcing that you are the one that gets to choose. We're going to have all these people telling us the supposed do's and shoulds and need to do's around the story that we apply to situations, the emotions we feel, and the energy that we invest in a situation, right? But the Chariot card is telling me that you are the one, that gets to choose these things. We have all these opinions that have given us about, whatever's happening. Well, this is what it's supposed to mean about me and the world and whatever and whoever. This is how I'm supposed to feel as I go through this. And then afterwards, I'm supposed to focus on, the fears around what this means. And so all this intention where we're putting our energy, when really every moment is a choice between unconditional love or fears of losing conditional love. So I get to choose, is my story going to be of unconditional love or fear? Is the emotion I want to feel going to be of unconditional love or fear? I'm going to invest my energy in gratitude and what I do want and unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter and expand that? Or am I going to focus on what I feel is missing and have missingness grow? Am I going to focus on what is happening in my life that I don't want so it gets bigger? Because I will repel things out of life I fear will leave, and I'll draw things into my life that I fear will come in. And this all stands in your power. And so I like this, that they want you to know that you are so much more powerful than you have ever been taught to believe. You are a co-creator of your world with the creator in the spirit world. And no one else gets to tell you what choices you have to make. You get to choose. I like the high priestess that also is this message of that you're being beckoned to go into your high priestess temple, because the high priestess, she's able to see things differently, peer into the unknown. She goes behind, she steps away from the chaos of the world, goes into her temple where no one else can go. It's kind of like almost like the hermit. She just steps away from it all, connects to the higher realms for clarity, goes behind the veil to the hidden, dives deep into her own emotions and her subconscious to understand things before they make choices. And so I feel like there's this clarity that's coming in your life around what you want. What do you want? What story, what emotion, what energy? And I like that for you. So that is what Spirit wants you to know at this time, Petra. So very powerful. I like it. All right. So we will continue moving down. And Kamlesh Jha, you are up next. You want to know, does Satender have feelings for you? Let's take a look here and see what is going on here. Do they have feelings for you? All right. With this Queen of Wands, Wands is more drive and passion and inspiration. And the feelings they have, they see you as someone that's very bright, very passionate, that the Queen of Wands also has this connection to the spirit world. So you might have this energy around you of mysticism in a way. Like there's this mystery, things that you shouldn't know. You pick up on people's emotions, but you really turn heads when you walk into a room. So there's this attraction that they have for you. Feelings, I don't feel like emotions like they have this, I'm in love with you. They're more like, I think you're attractive. So there's a difference there. I mean, we want both, right? We don't want someone to go, I have feelings for you, but I'm not attracted to you. No, we want them attracted to us, but we also want them to have feelings, right? That's what most humans want. Well, that's going to come in time. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight of them all. And so there's this wonderful little journey that you're waiting for them to transform into feelings enough where they act on it, where they speak up. But whenever we have a slow moving card around, romance or relationships and kind of situations, spirit has that it's happening on purpose for a purpose for us, so that we will take time to look at our and grow our own self-love, because we cannot love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So if I love myself this much, no matter how much love they want to give me, it's just going to drip in. And no matter how much love I want to give them, it's just going to drip out. So when I turn inward and upward and I connect more to my higher self and to that unconditional love, the more my self love opens up, and it's a win 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 win, right? Because I'm feeling this wonderful, beautiful, unconditional, eternal love from within filling up, and then I'm able to receive and give love more to the human in my life too, right? So there's this pause of action coming from that for you, for the sake of you, because when you have a lower vibrational love and you continue to vibrate at that lower, when we do what we always did and believe what we've always believed about ourselves, we get what we always got before, which, bleh, right? We don't want that. We want something higher and something long lasting and beautiful, something we deserve, not, what we feel we didn't deserve, right? So I like this for you. There are feelings there. It's more passion right now, but I feel like it's the pause is happening for you right now. So the more you work on your self love, the faster, because your love vibration is going up and their love vibration is going up, and it attracts. Otherwise, it will more repel from each other with the old energies, if that makes sense. So that's what they have for you, Kamlesh. So many blessings and much love to you. Hang in there. I know the patience and the journey towards love is always fantastically fun, right? All right. So many, many blessings to you. And hey, Luna Ray, thank you so much for being a new subscriber. Welcome to the channel and to the Soul Tribe. You definitely can be added. And Amir, hello. I hope you're doing well as well. So Luna, you have a question here. Let me just make sure here. All right. So Luna, you want to know, is there going to be a reunion in the near future for your persentarian year? Let's take a look here. See what Spirit wants you to know here. All right. All right. Well, I do have. So we have the Page of Cups here, which tells me that there is going to be a reunion here. The Page of Cups means many different things, but for me, with these other cards, it does feel like there is this, the page is like the number 11. If you're looking at the playing cards from the ace to the king, it would be the 11th card, which is Ace of Cups is a brand new love. Page of Cups can mean new love, but it can also mean revitalized love, resurrected love, right? And because we've got two stable cards, the Emperor number 4 and the 4 of Swords, this is peace of mind. And the 4, the Emperor also represents new beginnings, new fire. It's like Aries energy. So I feel like there is some a reunion that comes, but there also is this, energy of not of like letting go of expectations, letting go of what everyone else says something is supposed to be. Because I just feel like the reunion isn't as up to what your expectations, what other people's expectations are that you've taken on as your own expectations, if that makes sense. It's like you really connecting and seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things differently. That Emperor card is like you taking control over your life and what do you want, not what everyone else has told you you're supposed to want and need to want, but you're really looking at, why do you want a reunion with Terry? It's like this question. It's like sleeping on it and just going, all right, what is this? What do I think I'm going to get from this? What would it mean for my life? How do I think it would impact me? And just do some little thinking around it, some reflection on it, because that's what I feel with this Emperor, is you really stepping up, going, wait a minute, is this really what I want? And I feel like, a reunion will happen, but I just don't feel like it's going to bring you what you feel you really are wanting, right? But that's what's coming through, Lena. So thank you for your patience. Talk out to your reading, and many blessings to you. Hang in there. I know those are always fun. All right. All right, Spiritual Gifts Diva, you are up next. Resurrected Love Ancient, right? Oh, thank you so much, Kemlish. All right. So, Spiritual Gifts Diva, who is coming towards you? Let's take a look here. Let's see what is happening. What is happening? All right. Well, you do have here, you've got the Knight of Cups, which I like. No, do you sing? I don't, I thought, I don't know. I feel like you sing, but anyway, the Knight of Cups is someone bringing you love, and the Six of Wands here. So you do have someone who sees you. The Six of Wands is about standing out and recognition. And that's why I was almost thinking this is you on a stage singing with your heart as a guitar, or a lyre, or whatever those are. But it's like you are seen, and you're spotted. And it is someone that comes to offer. I mean, there's love that comes towards you here. So there is someone that recognizes you out of a crowd. That Six of Wands for me is just really this energy of you are seen. And so if you do have some sort of presentation, I know they joke with me, Spirit. They just show karaoke. They just always laugh because they know like karaoke and me just didn't mix when everyone tried to get me to get up and sing, even though I sing, but I was like, but I don't like the karaoke, thing. And so now whenever they show someone up on stage, they show me someone singing karaoke. So it's not that. It doesn't have to be anyway. But I see you on stage somewhere, that you are uplifted above the crowd, either by yourself or with a group, to where people see you and someone spots you, and they're just like, they're drawn to you. If you are singing, they're drawn to your voice, they're drawn to your energy, they're drawn to your smile, your brightness, your eyes. And so I feel like this is what's coming in here for you here soon. The the Knight of Cups is movement of emotion. It for me, it's like a knight riding in on a horse. It's that kind of romantic type of energy that's coming your way. So I like it for you, Diva. That's what they have for you. So many, many blessings to you. All right. So we'll continue moving down here. I know we're getting close to the end, so I think we're almost getting to the end of the list a little bit too. So we will continue going here. Cheery, do you have any past life karma, and how are you going to pay it? With your master card, because you're a master, right? But a bunch. I know, it just gets worse and worse as we go on. I like that you get the Judgment card, because the Judgment card really isn't about judgment. It's your higher self calling you to this place, right? And the Six of Wands shows that you are seen, you are recognized. You do have this victorious energy that comes in here. And what Spirit has told me around karma, because our human mind tries to have contrast. It tries to explain things and define things, and it needs praise and punishment. It needs like payment, right? It needs this. But what spirit showed me with karma, because I really asked, I go, it doesn't feel right that I do something in a past lifetime and I have to go through some sort of reparation in this lifetime to make up for it because I'm falling short. That doesn't feel right with unconditional love energy, right? Unconditional, no conditions. There's no payment, Even I know it may not be popular, with Christianity, it never sat well with me that God would have to come down as himself to sacrifice himself for us. I was like, that sounds like an abusive father, not like a loving, unconditionally loving parent. So, there is this explanation they gave me around karma in that it's like we're very curious beings. So, like, let's say in a past life I was a slave owner, right? And um, I experienced that in my human place. And then when I'm back in spirit, I'm like, okay, I experienced it from that point of view. Now I want to experience it from the point of view as being the slave. Then I have this life journey where I get to experience that side. And then another lifetime, I'm like, now I want to experience it as a townsperson that's neither a slave or a slave owner. I want to see it from this perspective. So no past life karma. Look at it more as like there's this adventure, there's this journey. We're very curious, scientific almost spirit beings that want to see all these different perspectives. So it's not a punishment, it's not something that I have to pay. It's more of what did I want to learn in this lifetime coming down? What perspectives did I want to see? So that's what they're bringing in there for you, Cheery. Hopefully that resonates and helps. And if people don't agree with that viewpoint, that's okay. They don't have to. But that's what's coming through. So many blessings, Cheery. That is what they have for you. All right. So let's see here. So we did this. We already answered that one. And thank you for your patience as I'm moving down here the list just to make sure I'm not overlooking anyone. All right. Mez P. Hello. So you are up here. Will AGL stop bothering you in time? Let's take a look here. All right. So what they have here is the Two of Wands is like a very empowering card. It's like you hold the world in your hands here, right? And the Knight of Swords is movement of thought and belief and mindset. And so the combination of these two tell me that, well, of course, they will in time stop bothering you uh, at the latest when one of you goes back to the other side, right? So the answer is absolutely yes. Just how long, right? Well, how long depends on you, because you're creating your world with the Two of Wands. It's like whatever you focus on is what grows and expands, and so it's a beautiful awareness that comes in. If I'm focusing on something that's in my life that I don't want, I actually feed it and draw it to me, right? So if someone's bothering me, rather than focusing on that I'm being bothered by someone, I don't feed it. I don't give it my life force or energy. Instead, I look over and I focus on what I'm grateful for to have in my life. I focus on what do I want to draw into my life. I focus on unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. And so I do that. I think, who was it? It was Will Ferrell or some comedian star that people go, don't you care how, you know, about all these people that say things about you, that are not nice things? And he goes, no, I use all my energy to focus on people that love me and the great things in life. And then I don't have any energy left over for them. And I loved that. It just really shows the power we have that when I focus on things that I fear will come into my life, I draw it in, I draw it closer. If I fear I'll lose something, I repel it out of my life. And so we really stand in this beautiful place of power of where I invest my energy is what expands. So if you just start letting the botheringness go and focus in on what you're grateful for and what you do want and all those things, then those things will, you'll stop feeding it and it'll fall away. Because what is there, that famous now anyway, Native American story about within each and every one of us, there's a black wolf and a white wolf. And, the grandfather's telling their grandchild that, and they're battling all the time, grandfather says. And the grandchild asks, well, which one wins? And he says, whichever one you feed. And so whatever we feed is what grows in our life. So that is what they have for you, Ms. P. So I love that empowerment that comes through there for you. All right. Many blessings to you. All right. Let me just make sure here. I'm just taking a look here. Hey, better left unspoken. Jello to you too. Oops. Let me scroll down a little further here. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Continuing. All right. All right, so I've actually, boom, reached the bottom. Yes, lovely Lovey, you can be my last reading for this evening. So ask away. So any idea when your elder daughter will be in a loving, stable marriage? Let's take a look here. Oh, look at that, the Lover's card. So she will. Let's talk about when, though, right? Wow, I love how they right. You're like not the current boyfriend. You're like, please no. Well, the Magician card came out. Looks like it's going to take some magic to happen. Let's take a look here. I feel like that will be a January. That one really stood out to me there. Knight of Wands. So very fiery energy. I feel like this will be someone new. With the Magician card being like an ace, it's a new relationship. And it moves very fast with the Knight of Wands. So I don't feel like it will be with their current boyfriend. You're like, shoosh, thank God. Yeah, because we have the Judgment card, the X, I feel double endings, double new beginnings. So I feel like their relationship is going to be ending here. I feel like it's going to be mutual, that they're just like, yeah, this isn't for us anymore. Yeah. Because we have the 10 of Wands, the ending and new beginnings, and the 9 of Swords. So I feel like this is her in the relationship now. She has a lot of fears around, this individual. Just, I don't feel like she feels they're trustworthy, and that she has to invest so much energy on her side to try to live up to a lot of expectations. And I feel like she's just getting to the kind of her wit's end. Like she's just like, I'm done. 10 of Wands is endings and new beginnings again, where she just wants to, look at all the burden that she has to carry in the relationship, and she's ready to let that go and pick a new flower, right? Is there someone's, is there someone's face in there? I thought I saw a face in there. But yeah, so I feel, oh, yeah, right. She's in love with the feeling of being in love, but that even can just go so far, right? She's like, ugh, ready to let it go. Yeah. So I like it right away. The Lover's card coming out, and the Magician saying, no, it's someone new. So I like that. I feel like it's going to be kind of a mutual parting of ways. Where did she learn that? Stubbornness can be good, right? I always say it's being stubborn, like not giving up on on uh, on our our friends and our family. That's a good stubbornness, usually, right? But when but if we can be too stubborn when it's not for us. It's like, yeah, this you can let go of. I like it for you. But that's what they have for you, lovey. And thank you guys so much again for everyone that's still here. In case you don't know, I give away, I have a weekly drawing every Monday where I give away a free personal recorded reading. The last two Mondays have been giving away a little extra to celebrate having reached 1,500 plus subscribers on YouTube. So thank you guys to all of you. And I wanted to give a little extra back. So I also, in addition to a 1 hour personal recorded reading in the drawing, I'm also pulling 5 winners for a 15-minute personal recorded reading. So if you want to check out the video, link down below, or my giveaway playlist on my main page, it's in there, and all you have to do is watch the video, and it'll tell you how to get into the drawing. And I'll have that drawing on Monday of 6 more winners. So I'm excited. God bless you too, lovey. Have a great weekend. So that is it for this evening. Thank you guys so much for being here and sharing your love and your thirst and hunger for the things of spirit, for their messages. I just love feeling your energy, and it just blows me away every single time. So thank you so much. And thanks for everyone that gave me a thumbs up on the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thanks for being part of the love tsunami. I will be back on Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. Mountain Time in the mornings, and then 7 p.m. Mountain Time in the evening. So many, many blessings. And please know, as you guys are going throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, have a great rest of your day or rest of your night, wherever you're at in the world. And until I see you guys again, much love to you, and you take care.